Hi Libra, welcome to my channel. This is a new channel, so please check this reading out. Let me know if it resonates, like and subscribe. Check out my other videos. This is going to be my first full moon reading since we have the full moon on October 6th. And since it's Libra season, Libra gets the first reading. So let's jump into this. We're going to get some cards. We're going to clarify and then get some advice and an oracle. I'm really going to try to get through all the signs here in the next couple days. So wish me luck and check in with me in a few days to see if I did it. All right, y'all. So we're going to do a full moon spread, and it's a 7-card spread about what you're releasing, what you should be retaining, what you should be open to receiving, and what's coming in your life. How the world around you is affecting you, what you should be giving to others, something new that will be beginning soon, and what you should be learning now. So let's get into this. Happy birthday, Libra. Hope you all are having a great season. It's nice and fall and crisp outside. So what is the message for Libra? What is the full moon message for Libra? What is the full moon message for Libra? Right. Okay. All right. The overall energy is the 7 of Wands, Pisces. So the 7 of Wands is about protecting what you have, protecting, yourself, protecting, could be your feelings. We're going to clarify all of this. But the overall energy for this full moon reading is something about potentially a need to open up. But let's get a little bit deeper into this. As far as what you are releasing, things you should let go of, we have the Knight of Wands. This could be a person, or this could be like a fire sign. This could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It could be someone younger than you. This could be a child or a friend. This could be yourself. And it could be the need to either let go of a person, or it could be the need to let go of like a impulse, a kind of reckless energy perhaps, or some venture that you're on currently you might need to let go of, but something that you feel passionately about, or something that has to do with a lot of passion. In the position of retaining things that you should be holding close to you, we have the Fool. And the Fool is about you should be holding close to you a new beginning. So Libra, you must be, having a new beginning. The Fool's journey begins with the Fool as card 0. And so given it's the full moon and we're, shedding things behind and leaving things behind, it's not quite the new moon, but this is what you want to be holding close to you. And maybe that's the lessons from the new moon in September, and remembering what that was. Libra, what you're receiving, things that are coming into your life, is the Temperance card. So we have another major arcana here. And the Temperance card is about receiving balance, receiving patience, receiving other people's or positive, energy that's being given to you. But definitely I'm getting patience here with the other cards that are here. There could be an opportunity for you to have something that feels more balanced for you. How the world is affecting you right now, your surroundings, is the Death card. The world around you could be making you feel like death. It could be causing depression. It could have, given that you have this new beginning here, it could be that what's affecting you is the ending of something as well. So, what you should be giving to others, we have the Three of Cups. And this is about giving to others your love and thoughtfulness and energy and emotions and being vulnerable with other people. And so it seems you have a support system around you, Libra. And right now, what you should be giving is some energy into that, celebrating the wins that you've had, celebrating and being grateful for the things that you do have. Something that will be beginning soon. We have another major arcana, the 4th out of 7 cards. So what will be beginning soon for you is something potentially that's like otherworldly. You could be working on your relationship with spirit or with the spirit realm or with like dreams. You could be having something come in your life that is mysterious, that like piques your curiosity in a way that is spiritually fulfilling. Excuse me, what are you doing? No. Fennel. This is my dog. Fennel. Go sit down, Bubba. Go. Go sit down. I don't know why you're getting in the trash right now. Go. Act like you know what's going on. Go lay down. Do you want to go to timeout? Go lay down. Okay. So let's continue. So, sorry. The last card that we have here before we were so rudely interrupted was the lesson that you should be learning here. And I'm getting with this 3 of Wands that the lesson here is potentially learning about being grateful for what and who you have, for the support that you have, being grateful that you are progressing in an area of your life, such as a project, or again, with a team of people, with a family, with a partnership. But this is about teamwork, and this is about, giving to others and creating with others and co-creating together. This is about community. And so that's the lesson that I'm getting here for you with this card. So we're going to clarify this. Sorry, I'm so firm with my dog. I have to be. He's requires firm voice tones. All right, let's clarify this, y'all. So the 7 of Wands. Why is the 7 of Wands here for Libra? Why is the Seven of Wands here for Libra? The sun is going down, so I may have to turn on some lights. Why is the Seven of Wands here for Libra? Please clarify. What is the Seven of Wands here for Libra? What's the overall energy? Okay. The Seven of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the King of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. I usually clarify with 3, but 4 came out. So what I see here, Libra, is an offer of a new beginning, something that it could be from a water sign. It could be just an emotional offer. It could be work, but it's after a period of feeling you were potentially like stabbed in the back or something like that. And so this reading has a sense of, you know, wanting to protect yourself while having this new opportunity. This could also be about you not wanting to carry the past into a new beginning as well. Hang on, y'all. Let me turn this light on. Sorry about the trash. You just got out. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. So let's move on to things you should be letting go of. It was the Knight of Wands. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Spirit, why should Libra be letting go of the energy of the Knight of Wands? All right, the Knight of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Wands, the World, and the Nine of Swords. So very similar energy here to the Seven of Wands. Is this, you know, what I'm getting here is not wanting to take like the past behaviors, and I'm getting these are like being impulsive or speaking too quickly potentially, or being reckless, having reckless behavior, or you know, just not like it's not like a bad energy. It's just like, again, not thinking before you speak, which is very much fire energy. I am a Leo, so I very much know, excuse me, this Knight of Wands energy of like wanting to rush through things. And so there's a sense here of needing to release that because you have this new beginning and it could create some unnecessary stress. Okay. Also, I'm getting the need to release stress just in general. That could be maybe the source of your behavior or the issue or what's going on here. Of something that you need to, again, this is what you need to release. So things will not always be like they were in the past. And I'm seeing like a need to, you know, face this transition with new energy, with full energy, right? Which is what you should be holding on to. So let's get into that. Spirit, why is the full energy here? This is the energy that you should be holding close, or what you should be holding close. Why is the Fool here, Spirit? I'm hearing a need to, I feel like let go, going back to that was like feeling like you know everything. You know, like there's a time which you should be holding close now is this full energy, which is again very much about looking at things from a positive or new perspective, from a new perspective, or sometimes naive, right? The Fool is clarified by the Empress, the Hierophant, again, big cards here, oh my God, and the Emperor. So you should really, this is important for you to hold on to. And what I'm getting here is your free spirit, Libra, is your need to hold on to your ability to ascend or, you know, be outside of the box and to really be confident and grounded and stable about that. I'm getting that you need to retain your advocacy, your self-advocacy. You could be going into like a new position or relationship that is like conservative or traditional. And so there's a need for you to not be confined in, again, the past and what you think that this might lead to. Whatever that is. It's going to be different for everyone. Ten of Cups is on the bottom. So this could be related to love. Why is the Temperance card here, Spirit? The Temperance card is here in the position of things that are coming into your life that you should be receiving. Why is the Temperance here? Why is the Temperance card here? Why is the Temperance card here, Spirit? Good gosh, these cards. The Ace of Cups is on the bottom, so there could be some love coming into your life. Sorry, my nose itches and runs when I channel sometimes. So I'm getting the same thing here. So in the position of things coming into your life that you should be open to receiving is the Temperance card. That is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. the Sun, and the Temperance card. This is about patience and time to see things come to their fullness. So, needing to receive in a way that you are able to go with the flow and not press or like try to control, because it's in the times that we slow down that the Sun can come in and like melt our brains, right? Okay. Interesting. Okay, so the next card is how your surroundings and the world around you is affecting you, Libra. 12:13 on the timer. So the Death card is here. Why is the Death card here? Please clarify the Death card and how it's affecting, how the world is affecting Libra. How are Libra's surroundings affecting them? Please clarify the Death card. Okay. So, the Death card is clarified by the Four of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. I feel like the world around you is causing you to struggle with burdens, potentially in the home, potentially burdens with not being able to be yourself. Is also what I'm getting here. Someone could be losing a home. Or moving to a new home. This could be a way of thinking though, Libra. And about how the truth weighs on you and impacts your ability to feel nurtured by others and potentially yourself. Okay, the next card is what you should be giving to others, which we have the Three of Cups. Why is the Three of Cups here? Please clarify the Three of Cups. Why is the Three of Cups here? One more card to clarify the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is clarified by the Magician, the Two of Pentacles, and the Hangman. I feel like this is saying you should be sharing your gifts with those around you. I feel like it would create more opportunity for you and perspective for them. I think that you have powerful gifts of, you know, creating, and I'm getting resourceful and giving. I feel like you potentially give too much at times. And so it's, you know, giving in a way that is empowering to you and helpful to others, as opposed to helpful to others and draining of you. There has to be a balance of giving and receiving. Okay. The 6th card is something that will be starting soon in your life, or coming into your soon, or beginning in your life soon. Why is the High Priestess here? Please clarify. Here, why is the High Priestess here? Where's the High Priestess? Okay, the High Priestess is clarified by the Page of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. I feel like there's an opportunity here, or coming into your life. I feel like there's an opportunity or gift of opening yourself up in a way that is, I just heard paradoxical. I'm not sure. This is about working on, or giving energy to, or taking an opportunity to, again, like move into a new dimension in your life. That is like grounding for you. I see a real need for like grounding, this like, again, this like kind of passionate, reckless, you know, going back to that beginning, and this need to bring into like an opportunity to bring in and work on more spiritual practices in your life. This could be hidden from you. Like where you find this opportunity, it may come out of like a random place, is what I'm getting here. like unexpectedly. Okay, so the last card, what you should be learning now, the lessons, is the Three of Wands. Why is the Three of Wands here? Why is the Three of Wands here for the lesson? So this deck has an Alcarez card. It's an extra major arcana, which is about alchemy and creating. And so the Three of Wands is clarified by Alcarez, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. And so the lesson here is about utilizing your resources, you know, be it people or things or money or, you know, whatever the case may be. But really being intentional about what you're working on. Being very intentional about what you're putting together. What you're alchemizing and moving forward with. There's a lot of fire energy here, so you may have fire in your chart. But there's definitely seems to be like a new beginning here. And really just a need for, again, there to be more intention and thoughtfulness about what pieces go where. I think, well, I don't think, I know in this society, we have a tendency just to do because that's the way it's always been done. And I can tell you what, we have not been doing things correctly, which is why we're like in this time in the world and in our lives. And there is really, this is great advice for this full moon, because we do have to be more intentional about that. And it's important, y'all, to put your values in what you do and to have integrity in that and to share that with others. We live in like such a competitive space, and we should be collaborating and working together, because that's how we find abundance. That's how we find joy. That's how we find connection. So that's definitely what I'm getting from this reading. Libra, 3303 on the clock. I love threes. So let's get an oracle message. I don't think I'm going to do advice because the lesson is the advice. So we're going to get an oracle message here. Thank you so much if you made it this far, y'all. What is the oracle message for Libra for the harvest full moon? This is going to be a sleeper moon. What is the message for Libra? Oh, the two came out. Okay. Let me get my book so I can read this. We have number 35, which is Calgary Sage. Calgary Sage is the green-eyed wanderer. Calgary Sage is an open window on a clear, bright day. The feeling of newness when you step out of the water with droplets on your eyelashes. It's not Calgary. I'm sorry, y'all. Clary Sage. Clary Sage allows us to feel awake, alive, and ready for what is to come. This bright ally helps remove the obstacles and thickness from decisions, from making change, and from becoming new. If you have trouble letting go, completely surrendering to a new experience and intimate encounters, or simply easing out of a busy day, call on Clary Sage. Nothing is ever static, unable to be shifted or perceived anew with this ally by your side. They will come into your life and wash away the dust, cut through the fog, and say, "What is next?" As their name indicates, Clary Sage is clarifying and cleansing for both physical and emotional states. It is an ally in pleasure, both seeking it and experiencing it. They create room for play and experimentation. Breathe Clary Sage in, lick it, rub it into sensitive areas, and they will bring a calming sensation, clearing out like a dip in a cool pond. Nervous tension can be released, the body can relax, the mind can feel clear and open, and the pleasure can rush in, building slowly or explode. Clary Sage shakes our stagnation, cycles, and wallowing. Let them clear your eyes and your mind as you look freshly at where you are headed and why. Ooh, back to that intention. Back to that intention, Libra. All right. The other card, the second one, you got 2, lucky Libra. It is your birthday. Vitex, the fresh and new. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that one right. Vitex is a friend of the edgewalker, the outcast, the wise one of the fringe. Vitex is an ally to those building their dreams, even if they are told they will not succeed. Pungent and peppery, the berries of Vitex will alert your senses to new things and new possibilities. If you have been held back, felt like you were not like others, desired isolation, or sought more space, Vitex knows your name. Long known as an ally for hormonal modulation for those with ovaries, Vitex is a very knowledgeable and ancient endocrine stabilizer. This ally is able to loosen congestion in the pelvis, allowing for fertile beginnings of new life, projects, and creations. The seat of creativity is in the pelvis, a place where the entirety of our blood passes as it circulates throughout our body. This space is a wellspring and a bottleneck. There is so much life and movement there that sometimes this bowl of ours can become too full, thick, and languid. Vitex is a mover of stagnancy and a modulator of spikes and valleys in the chemical signatures of our bodies. It's a creator of newness. With Vitex by your side, your passion, desire, and lust for life can become primary influences that drive your action and choices. Vitex can bring to the forefront the stirrings you have been harboring and nurturing, but that have been waiting for the right moment to emerge. Trust in Vitex and the ability for this plant ally to open the dams of your spirit and let your rivers flow, rushing in their waters to place of pure sensual knowledge and energy. Maybe Vitex, I'm not sure. But great advice. Those plants may be something you want to look up. I love this oracle. It's probably my favorite and least familiar. I'm wanting to learn more about plants, so I actually found this oracle and love these cards. So all that information will be in the description box. Please, Libra, let me know if this resonated. I hope that it did. I hope that it was helpful. Like, subscribe, comment, send me a message, send me an email. I'm here for personal readings as well, so please reach out. And happy full moon, Libra. Happy birthday, happy super moon, harvest moon, and happy October. See you soon. Peace, Libra.